What is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to talk to you a few things here about ranked and like what you can do to help be a better ranked player. First things first, guys. The easiest way to be a good ranked player is playing a crap ton of casuals. I mean this in the nicest way. Like, you're going to want to know how to be good with each character you play. I mean, granted, when it comes to ranked, yeah, you're going to have your main characters. Like, I'm Ash main. That's no surprise to anybody who's seen my videos. But you're definitely going to want to keep at it with other characters too. You need backups. And that's to my first point is you always want at least 3 to 4 characters in each role. I always run 3 characters deep in each class that I can play. Except for flanks. If worst case scenario, I'll run an extra damage or an extra healer. I don't flank very often. I don't play flanks as often as most people do. It's a fun role, it's just not for me. So with that though, you need to be able to be flexible because, as you know, with this rank 2.0, there's 4 bans. So you don't want to be like, I only play those 4 characters and those are the 4 most likely ban characters. Like, if you're a Terminus main, I'm sorry. Or like Xin or Moji main right now, as of recording this video, are like the top 3 bans that I always see. And then personally, I will ban Xin and Terminus constantly. Because Xin and Terminus are just, they're cancer. But that's not why I'm here. So, going back to my original point, we need to get back to 3 to 4 characters in each role you can play. And knowing the meta is a huge thing as well. So you gotta figure out, like, as of recording this video, the main 2 front lines I see constantly is Khan and Inara. I guess 3 if you count Fernando. They're really big, really powerful right now. Damages, it's like Tyra, Leon, Vivian. I've seen Shaolin's recently. So, like, you know, I mean, granted, each person's different because I had a little, like, 78 mil Dumba just out heal in most of the healers I know in one game. So, be good with your character, but be prepared if your main character, the character you were going to pick, or that role was picked beforehand, because you never know what's going to happen. As a frontline main, I've actually shifted more towards damage maining this season just because the front lines are getting picked up super quick. So I'm a very flexible character because I can... I'm a very flexible character. I'm just going to leave that in. You guys can make a joke about it all you want, and that's fine. That's why I'm leaving it in. I'm a very flexible player because I can play frontline, damage, and support. I don't play support as much as I do damage and frontline as of late, but that's usually because I run with somebody and they're usually a damage or support main, and so it kind of balances out. But with that in mind, guys, be prepared with these characters. Get a bunch of characters you're comfortable with. I recommend going in there when you're 15 and up without buying the levels. Most people will take okay, it's not a big deal if we have a level 15 Tyra, for example, or a level 15 Vivian. That's not as bad as seeing like a level 4. If I see under 10, I get like really skittish. And now people are like, well, I've seen you. Yes, I've done it before, but these are characters that I'm comfortable with. Like, my Lex isn't above 15, but I'm comfortable with Lex. But, that being said, if you're going to come in with that, I always recommend seeing characters 15 up without bottom levels, because at that point you pretty much know the character, you just haven't grinded out to the title yet. I got lucky right before the one patch beforehand, like when they bumped all the levels up, because I already had Ash to like level 22, so I just got a huge jump on it. And which is great, is what they're doing is once you hit level 50 you get that golden weapon, as whenever an Ash clip comes up you'll see it, because I love that golden weapon. But on that note, please be flexible. Do not be that guy where we already have 2 damages, 1 front line, like a Makoa front, and a healer. We definitely need a beefy tank too. Like, Makoa's a great tank, don't get me wrong. If you main Makoa, good for you. Makoa is fun. But you need to be able to be flexible and pick a beefier tank like Inara, Ash, Fernando, Khan, somebody that can like sustain. I've seen Ruckus. I played Ruckus recently in a ranked game, and that was pretty fun. And I mean, there's a few things that you could do with that, guys. So when you break this all down, be flexible, know your characters, please know how to play those roles. If you're not sure if you're ready for ranked, go to casual, learn more characters. I'm learning new characters every day. Even earlier, I played some ranked games, won some, lost some. I actually won more today. But I went into casuals, so I was like, alright, I'm going to try to learn some new characters so I become even more flexible, which makes me a better person. You ever notice if you look at the Pro League, they have multiple characters they can pick from, designated in their role? Unless you're running a full squad, you have to be completely flexible to play any role. But that's how you get better, is learning and adapting, because the more you know about a character, you also know their weaknesses, their tactics, their flaws. I'm trying to get up, I'm basically grinding to get every character level 20 right now. And believe me, it's not fun. Like, I am a terrible Drogos. And I see he's super useful, I see where he's great, but I can also see why he gets killed a lot, he's squishy. But a good Drogos can zip around the map and evade and just wreak havoc on you. But that's what I'm trying to get at, is if you don't feel comfortable going into ranked, or you don't feel like 100% I have 2 to 3 characters or more, when I say 2 to 3, I would say 3 to 4 at least in each role that you can play of the main 3. Because you could have a fantastic frontline and a fantastic support, but bad damage, you're not going to keep that point. Because your damages are just going to get wiped out. So, the more and more you play, the better you get. It's like practice makes perfect, yada, yada, yada. You already know that. But we need to keep focusing on getting to know each character. Even if you don't have to play that character. I'm not saying get good with every character. Just get to know how each character is, and their weaknesses, and their perks, and the counters. The counters is a big thing. Like, if you happen to face, like, a Fernando, how are you going to counter Fernando's shield? You can't have your whole team run record because you need cauterize. Example, I was playing as Tyra earlier. I saw Fernando. First thing I did was cauterize because I'm just going to throw my flames down underneath his feet. His shield won't protect his feet from burning. So eventually he's going to have to, something's going to give. And I can just keep pelting him until his shield's gone and he's still getting damaged. Tyra's a great alternate pick to Fernando. And Inara, because Inara doesn't have an escape. I love Inara. Inara is my second main for front lines, but God, I wish she had an escape, to be honest. But that Warden's Field is disgusting. Be prepared for anything and everything, though. When it comes to ranked, I have seen the weirdest teams win. I've seen it where we've had the best comp, like team comp, just did not work together as a team at all, and we lost to like a really obscure team. Be prepared for anything. Teamwork is essential too. Even if you don't have, I'm not saying get on the mic. I have social anxiety 9 times out of 10. I'm in a party with my friends, or I'm in a party by myself. I'll occasionally go to game chat, and sometimes I'll sit in game chat with my mic muted and just use the VGS chat the whole time. Learning that VGS chat can save your life and your teammates' life. Like, if you notice that they have a flank and they're getting behind you, quickly spamming enemies behind us, like just do bloop, and then turn around and start shooting them, you'll most likely have a teammate come up and help you get that kill. Now, that doesn't always happen because people are narrow-minded and tunnel vision, but to be a better player, listening for those call-outs in VGS, listening for the voice, people on the mic going, hey, enemies here, oh, hey, this person's low, or hey, flank this way, we need help. Okay, being adaptive in game too is crucial to being a good ranked player. No, I'm not a pro. No, I'm not the best. But I understand how cooperative games work. This is a very cooperative team-based game. And if you can't play as a team or play alongside a team like that or willing to help out a team, you shouldn't really be playing competitive. Because it's just not going to work. You're going to drag yourself down and upset yourself because you're not helping the team. And it sucks because I've had it where I've run too deep, me and a buddy. We're going to town, frontline heals, damage isn't helping us. Damage isn't helping the point, and I'm just getting slaughtered. Earlier even in casuals, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to practice my Saris up. We were doing fine when it came to me and the tank. I was keeping him healed constantly, but I just could not keep him alive because our damages weren't swarming in on the point, weren't swarming, taking out their damages. They were basically trying to sit behind us and not help take out the objective. I have a whole bunch of crappy videos about your roles. You can check them out. But anyways, guys, that's pretty simple breakdown of how to be a better ranked player and just how to be a better player in general in Paladins. I appreciate it, guys. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, comment, tell me how wrong I am. I don't care. I really like your support. If you're new, please subscribe. I appreciate any subscriber I get. I'm not doing this for money. I like doing these videos. I like helping new players. All my info will be on the ending screen as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time.